Mark Rothko was born in 1903 in Latvia, and his family moved to the US when he was 10 years old. He was an excellent student and he received a scholarship to Yale University. Nevertheless, he left it after 2 years. He moved to New York to study art, where he got into the class of Max Weber. In the 1930s and 40s, Rothko would be looking for his visual language. He would try city scenes where the characters would be resembling early Christian art and icons. During the Second World War, he would go through a surrealistic period, but we know him mostly for the color fields. These are very emotional and very intense paintings. That's the idea that figurative art cannot express the tragedy of the world anymore. In 1958, he got his biggest order for the Four Seasons restaurant in a new Seagram building in New York. Mark Rothko grew up in a typical working class family, so he would never really understand the concept of luxury art. So when he received this order, his idea was to create the paintings that would destroy the appetite of every person who would eat there. So he created the paintings with the idea that you would feel that you're trapped into the space with these lines. Nevertheless, before completing his work, he went to eat in the restaurant and was completely furious after. He returned all the money and gave the paintings to the Tate Gallery in London. His artwork is the color itself, so he would be obsessed with the way how his paintings should be shown. He would by himself control the process of the light, the installment of light and direction of light, and position the paintings. But actually his idea was that his paintings are not supposed to be shown in the museum at all, but instead it should be some separate space outside of the city center where people would come to receive a meditating practice. So that's the Rothko's Chapel and the Obelisk of Barnett Newman. This is how it looks inside. These are 14 gray, almost black paintings that are actually representing the 14 stations of cross, and if you will sit there for some time you would be able to see the light that is coming through this darkness. That was the first chapel without any strict confession, so it's open to any religious services. It is also considered a memorial to the victims of the Holocaust. Nevertheless, Mark Rothko struggled with depression and he committed suicide in 1970 in his studio in New York. Let me know in comments if you can feel the art of Mark Rothko.